y'all, long time no see. The afro is back in effect. Y'all probably wondering why I'm sitting on the floor with an open suitcase and clothes everywhere. Baby, we going to Ghana. So let's pack with me. This is probably going to be the most chaotic packing whatever that you guys have experienced, but it's going to work out. I tried to put in some organization. I got my little vacuum seal bag and all of that stuff from Amazon. I'll link that in the description. But we're gonna do the best packing that we have ever done. I'm very type A about packing anyways, so I think we'll be good. I have 2 bags. I'm allowed 2 bags, 50 pounds each. It's just about making sure some bags stay 50 pounds. So I'm not gonna get overboard, but let's get to it. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the easy stuff, which is, of course, underwear, bras, socks, and pajamas. I feel like there's no way to just mess that up at all, because how many underwears you're gonna take. Of course, women always take buku extra underwear, which I have. I'll probably be wearing sandals majority of the time. I'll bring some pairs of socks just in case I wear sneakers. Sometimes I wear my sneakers without socks, so it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. But I know for sure what pajamas I'm going to be wearing. So I feel like undergarments, socks, and pajamas are probably the easiest thing to start tackling with first. Of course, the sandals. You can put those in the little things or whatever. And then I'll start with trickling down. So maybe dresses, tops, and pants, things like that, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what we got going on here. So I'm trying something new this go around with packing. I never used vacuum seal bags ever, but I've been told that I've been missing out on ways to compress bags. Now I don't think that it will take away from the weight, because I vacuum sealed my husband's bag and it still had the weight. So I feel like it's just a better option to compress things and not have clothes all over in a sense. But I don't know if it helps with offsetting the weight as opposed to just making it more organized. I did like the way that it looked, where everything is, all of that. So that worked out really well. But yeah, so I'm gonna try it out. I feel like it's more organized and we'll go from there. So taking this first, I'll put my undergarments in here and put my pajamas in here. This is one of the large ones, so I got one from Amazon. These are the little red clips that it comes with so that you can zip lock the bag like really good. And then it comes with, hold on y'all, comes with this little thing where you suck the air out basically, so you can charge it. Comes with a charger. It's inside of here, and then it comes with bags, but we order extra bags because we knew that we had multiple bags to pack. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So far this whole thing in here has socks, underwear. I'm not gonna lift it up because I don't want y'all to be seeing all my undergarments and stuff, but socks, underwears, panties, bras, extra underwear, etc. So I'm gonna try to put my pajamas in here and then seal it up. And I'm just doing a little folding because there's a fill line on this bag, so you can't fill up past it. If you do, sometimes the ziplock part won't close. But since the underwear are not, you can flatten those out. So I'm trying to make sure I fold these up and then get them all in here the way that they're supposed to be, flat, and then pressing the air out of them to get everything in there. So I think I got 2, 3, 4, this is 5, 6, and I have one more pajama set to put in here, and then we'll be done with that. Alright, so this is the first bag. Y'all see what I mean by having a fill line? So you're only supposed to put it max here. So that's why I tried to push everything down so it can have that fill line and be able to, so you see now it's real good to go. These things you're supposed to put on the side. So you'll pick this up, move this back for y'all. Put this on here. Hold on, struggling. So you put that on here, and then the directions say that you slide it on here 3 to 4 times to make sure you're good to go with this. So slide it back and forth Make sure everything is good like that. And then that's done. You'll take the nozzle off of this thing here. And now the directions also say something about pushing this down so that the air can come out. My thing is, once this is sealed, there's no way for the air to come out unless I'm doing it wrong. So it's just, oh, push it down, this and that. I don't know how you would do that. Like, this don't come up and it says don't remove the red valve. So I'm not really sure about that, but I don't want to test the waters and be picking out valves and then can't put it in. So this here, you turn this on and then you push it down so it can start taking out the stuff. And so what I've been doing is pulling like this so it can be extra flat, and then there you have it. So now it's vacuum sealed and it's flat. I might try to put something else on here, do it a few more times, but I think for the most part the air is out. So I'll pack this up in the suitcase. So just sit it in the suitcase there. Again, I really don't, you can see what I mean by it being in the suitcase. I really don't know as far as, I guess the space is fine as far as the organization is concerned, but I don't know. I think it's just better for organization, I will say. I don't know if it's the best thing for the space or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll start with that. Now I had these little small Marc Jacobs travel thing bags that my husband got me. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. So this is the big one. So it has this velour kind of situation here. And then in the inside, it looks like this. So it's really cute. I don't know why it's a person there. Really cute though. And what I typically do for this is put all of my toiletry stuff in here. So soaps, what else? Soaps, my razor. I always take wet ones wherever I go. Listerine, mouthwash. I always take Clorox wipes wherever I go. I think one of them fell out. My African net sponge. These are disposable, so once you're done with it, you can just throw it away. Lysol spray. Also Advil and Tylenol. I take Abreva because sometimes when I'm stressed or sick, I get cold sore, so I make sure I have that. Q-tips are in here. My little sunscreen for my face. Love Unseen Sunscreen by Supergoop. And then I have a full bag of other toiletry stuff that I got from Target, which is buried under this pile of things here. So I'm going to fill that bag up. And then the other two bags that I use, which are the small ones that are over there, I'll show y'all a little bit later. But those two, one of them I use for my travel size fragrances. I'm not bringing any full size fragrances, just trying to keep things. And then my body butter that I'm bringing, I'm going to individually put those in Ziploc bags and then pack them just in case they melt or something. But I'm only going to take my 4-ounce jars. I'm not going to take the big jars. And I'm not going to be bringing any other oil just because the oil that I have is Saltaire. I may bring some Sand and Fog. It just depends. So I might bring those because they're smaller, or I may get some, I gotta go to TJ Maxx today. So I may get those little squirt things that I can put them in like 2 ounces instead of bringing the whole 4-ounce glass and something happens to it or it breaks. So I'm gonna look for those too. Alright, so this is all we have in here right now. I try not to overdo it because why you need 3 packs of wet ones is beyond me. So we're just going to take 2. It's 20 wipes in each, so we don't need that much. As far as soap is concerned, when I have travel stuff left over, I always keep it and look through it to make sure it's not expired. If it's not expired, then I keep it. So this, I think, was from one of my other trips. So I'll keep this because I am a body wash person, so I'll use that first. But I'm also going to take a bar of Dove with me here. So I'll take that. I actually take 2. I know I don't need to, but I can always leave it there if I don't use it. So as far as Listerine, I'll take 2 of these. There are 2 of those. I know that I have another one in here, this little small one, so I may just go ahead. My thing is I like to overpack sometimes and I don't really need to. So I'll take those 2. I'm trying to be better at that. We're going to throw some Q-tips in here. We're going to put my razor back where we got it. Put that back in here. The Abreva, I already told y'all about that, so we're going to put that in here. I'm gonna put another thing of Clorox wipes, so we have 2 of those in here. Toothpaste, and I always make sure I really don't need 2 packs of this, so I'll probably only take 1, because this is the toothpaste. So if you're not going through the tubes of toothpaste, you really don't need. I'm not gonna go through this, and somebody might, but I'm probably not. So I'll keep that on the tuck here. I did buy some Downy wrinkle release, so I have that, and then I bought some Shout just in case stains or whatnot, so that'll go in here. My little bonnet thing, because I am getting my hair braided in Ghana, so I just got a set and tie cat sleep thing. What else? Edge control, that'll go in here. Imodium, that'll go in here. I got the little Steripod for toothbrush. I need to put my toothbrush in there, but I'm charging it because it is, what kind of toothbrush is that? I forget. Y'all know what kind of toothbrush I'm talking about. Again, one of these will go in my actual bag that I'm going to be taking on the plane with me, and then one of these will go here. Don't ask me why I like Lysol so much, I just do. Again, African net sponge is going to go in here. I'm just going to take another super glue just to be on the safe side. I know I have a mini one, but I'll also take this one, so that'll go in here. I'm going to take the mini one out. Advil will go in there. I'm also going to pack some BC powders, so I'm going to go get those. And then this is my face towels. Now, it's only 10 in here, but I have a whole box. I just like that these are individually in this box, but I'm going to take some more and put it in a Ziploc and put that on top of that. So I'm going to take this out and put that there, and then we have emptied out this bag. The rest of the stuff that I put aside, I'm just going to put it back in my little travel thing. So that's that. Alright, so y'all can see this is the finished thing. I put some toothpicks in here, deodorant. I'll just take a full size, just one, and be done with that. I put the clean towels in plastic with the rest of them. Put some BC powder at the bottom, toothbrush, all that stuff. So that is how I pack my toiletries and stuff. Now, my makeup and my face care is in a separate bag. I'm going to minimize that, especially because it's hot in Ghana. And so I'm going to minimize that a little bit, but that is where I have my travel face care stuff. So I'll put that in there. I'll put all of my staples for my makeup and stuff. I'll put that in there. And so if you don't see face stuff here outside of this, that is why. So that is going to go in that bag. Don't mind my mess over here. Of course, the lighting is way more horrible on this side. Actually, let me just put this over here so y'all can actually see better. So I'm in the suitcase now. I have some sandals over here that I took out. So y'all know how y'all utilize these packets, these little small things. So I'm going to put my sandals inside of there. The 2 that I have here so far, I'm going to put those in there. I have black sandals, but I'm wearing them today, so can't put those in there. So I'm going to put these brown sandals, these green Gucci sandals. I think I have a pair of Fendi sandals that I want to bring. I'm not really sold on bringing my Prada sandals because I already have a pair of black sandals, so I really don't need to. So again, I'm trying to minimize and be a better packer. It's also cooler in Ghana right now, so it's been mid-80s every day. Their rainy season is over, so that's a good thing because I'm pretty sure y'all heard about the flooding and all that. So not much rain. It is going to be warm because it's going to be in the 80s, but it's not going to be as hot as it usually gets. And then at night, of course, it's probably going to be in the 70s. So I'm just trying to throw stuff in here now. I'm trying to get this stuff together. So this is the other little small Marc Jacobs that came in. So it's a green one. This one is a small one, and there's a middle one, which is where I'm going to put my fragrances and stuff at. So this one I've used for glasses. This has some Amazon glasses in it, but I have some silver aviators that I like the handle of, but this is what they look like out. I have the gold pair of that, and I cannot find my protective cover for my Tom Ford, so I put them in a little plastic thing so that I can keep that. Saint Laurent Mew. So I'm gonna try to put them in there safely. And then these 2 are my Prada glasses. Again, cannot find the protective cover. I have the case, but not the protective cover. I don't know what I did with them. My kid probably did something with them. I have no idea. Same with my Burberry. So I'm gonna try to put these in between where there is plastic in this bag so they don't get scratched, at least. That way, even if they have to sit on each other, they're in plastic, and then go from there. So that is what I'm gonna be doing for these. Oops, put this inside of here. This, and then I'll put the ones with the protective cover on top. I hope they fit. We're gonna figure that out. But this will be my little bag for just my sunglasses. So that's that. So next we're gonna do our fragrances. And again, y'all see I ain't touching the clothes just yet. It's just because I'm trying to get down things that I feel like are gonna be easier for me to do, and then tackle, I guess, the hard part is what you would say, I guess. So I have a whole bunch of travel size perfumes. So I keep them here. I don't know if y'all can even see it. Let me see. Here, all of my little travel size, small little whatever. So I'm definitely going to be taking my Golden Rule. Definitely taking my Miu Miu. It's already in a travel size, so that works. My Valentino, my favorite girl, has to come. I have multiple of these. This one seems like the more full one, so she will definitely be coming. What else do we have here? We have our Mind Games Judube. I don't know where the caps are to these, but this is going to be going as well. Alien Mugler, I could. It's a warmer fragrance. I really don't feel like I need that, but it can come. We'll see. I also have, so this little thing has more stuff in it, of course. So I need to look through there and see what I also have here. And then I have my small K.I. leaves, so I'm definitely going to be bringing my Juicy Apple. I'm going to be bringing the Eden Peach, and then also the pear. Oh no, this Sparkling Lychee, which I don't even like. I'm just waiting to give that to my niece whenever I see her. This Eden Plush Pear, I'll be taking that. This is also small enough. It's not a, but it's just small and compact. This Lancome Peach, so I think I'm going to be taking that too. I also have some Jimmy Choo I Want You. Just need to figure out where that is. And I think I have a sample or a travel size of my green extravaganza, so that's going to come for sure. See, stuff in here. So let's see what Jimmy Choo I Want You is here. I'll be taking that. And also, this is my Sultana oil, which is equivalent to Valaya Exclusive. So I'm going to take this just because it's small. See what I could do with that. And then I have a Creed, the Wild Vetiver, and then this is the Valentino, the OG. So I'll take that too. This is my green extravaganza with no top, but I'll get it out. It's full, so I'm gonna take that. I also brought Honeymoon by Fleur and also the K.I. Capri, what is this? Lemon Capri in a bottle, lemon sugar, and then also Honeymoon. So I'll be taking those, and then I'm gonna take some body butters. I'll show y'all those in the 4-ounce jars. And I think I'm just gonna decant whatever sand and fogs I want to take, and the BSB oils that I want to take, and then that's gonna be it. I really don't want to take any full-size perfumes, but I'm looking at my thing right now and I'm like, oh, but I'm just gonna stick to what I got. I also found this little small Jimmy Choo pocket, which has all of my little travel things, so I'm gonna take these too, just in case there's something in here that I really wanted to have but didn't want to take because it's a full size. It's something in here. There's some stuff in here, some heat in here. Y'all know, as far as fragrance is concerned, I don't play no games. See, Wild Marc Jacobs, I love that, but I only have a full size. I don't have a travel size, so I don't think I do. I thought I bought it, but I guess I didn't. Burberry Goddess is in here, Prada Paradox. It's some fire, so we definitely putting that in here. And to be able to keep these safe and not spilling out, I'm gonna put this in here, but I'm also gonna use this again, Mugler. Excuse me, my mom always gets me travel stuff, and they always give her, or she gives me gift size boxes of perfume. So they always send these little things, and so I feel like they come in handy when it's time to travel as far as perfume is concerned. So this is what we're gonna be Just gonna put our travel sizes in here, all of my stuff. And whatever cannot fit in here as a travel size will go in here by itself. But for the most part, I feel like we're making really good things, especially because we still have to put our body butter. But I think that I'm going to put some body butter inside of the suitcase in separate Ziploc bags, but we'll see what we can get together. Let me take this honeymoon out. Y'all, this honeymoon smells so good. I don't know why I was sleeping on it. Matter of fact, let's put it on right now, hell, because that thing smells so freaking good. Fleur ate with that. It ate with that. Of course, this I gotta take out. So the only thing that I have left, which I think I can fit in here, is gonna be the little small mini KLEs. So we might be able to fit one more in there, this one, to make that work, and be done with that. That's done. Can't get it out, y'all. Oh my God, what's going on? Break the box up. Seriously, y'all, this is craziness. Everything fit in here, so we're just gonna put that in here. And then the only thing that was left over is this. So I'm just gonna slide that in here, and then I'm gonna try to put some body butters on the side of this, and then we'll be done with that. So these are the body butters that I'm going to be taking. Velvet Orchard, which is a pear scent. Silk and Aura pretty much goes with literally anything. So I always take that. It's just such a beautiful scent, and it's half gone anyway, so it'll be fine. This is a play on This Is All Love, a Slather Fro collaboration with one of the authors and my girl Britt. She has her Slather body butter. If you're not hip, you need to get hip. The best body butters in town. But she had a collab with her, and it plays on what Delana would be. So Delana Exclusive or Rich Auntie by Brown Sugar Babe. This is it. Again, almost gone, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take that. Cake by the Pound is a lemon vanilla scent. It's gonna go very well with that Capri in a bottle, so I'm gonna take that. And then there's a peach scent called Honey Bell, also has shimmer in it. I don't even know if you guys can see that. And then also Malata, which is like a cucumber melon situation. So I will be putting all of that inside of here. I'm still debating on if I want to go ahead and put these in. I think to be safe, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put them in a Ziploc bag, at least 2 at a time, and then try to get them in here so we can be done with that part of it, so we don't have to worry about that no more. All right, y'all, so this is, I literally played Tetris with this. So I put 2 in a Ziploc bag like this. I put the one that's not in a Ziploc bag in here at the bottom so it can be covered with the plastic just in case something happened to it. And then put this other one right here on plastic so in case something happens to that, then sorry y'all, we are good to go. So that's that. Again, if I do get little small things for oil, which I think I'm going to do, they will fit right here anyways. And then I'm going to zip that up and we'll be done with that. So that's that. So this is what it looks like all closed. I didn't have to push it down, do nothing. It zipped just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that into the suitcase. And then once I do the oils, I just add that and close it back. And then that we're done with our smell goods, perfume, etc. I have a small bag like this that is Valentino that I put all my jewelry, so bracelets, all that stuff in there. So I'm going to put that in the bag and we are making progress. I'm doing my clothes last. I'm not going to be going for too long, but I want to make sure that I'm being conscious and not overpacking because I literally always overpack and then half the stuff I don't end up wearing anyways. The rest of the stuff, I'm going to do my nails tomorrow, so I'll give myself a fresh press-on set. I did order another light for my DJI Osmo and then also a tripod to take over there with me. So that will go. And then of course you have sneakers and stuff that needs to be added. I'm probably only going to take a black shoe, a regular barely there black shoe, a gold one, and a silver. And then I'm wearing sneakers to the airport. I'll probably take a white pair of sneaker and then maybe a color, something like that. And that's pretty much it. So again, we got to keep it to 50 pounds. So I'm trying to be mindful of what I'm putting in these suitcases. So I'm going to take a break. Gotta head to the doctor's office so I can get my prescription for the malaria medication that I got to start taking. Grab some lunch. And then we'll be back. Good morning. I realized I didn't tell y'all that I finished packing. So let's take a look at what we've got done or what I did. I did end up going to TJ Maxx and getting a new suitcase because the suitcase that I had a hole at the wheel. We don't got time for that. So I gotta steal this suitcase right here, this cream one, for $60, which is good. It was the same size as the other one. So I got that for $60. This is all packed, weighted 3 times. It is under 50 pounds. We always make sure we have little locks on our suitcases because we don't want nobody rummaging through our stuff. This is my old suitcase. It is also already packed. It has a lock, but the zippers are on the bottom. So we're ready to go. I also always take this one black bag. It is by Poppies and Peonies. I have 2, but this bag is just so, y'all can see it's just so much stuff in it. It's just so many compartments. The only thing that I haven't put in here that I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do is my water bottle. But outside of that, everything is in here. I'm talking about my camera stuff, my mics, my iPad, my Kindle. These are the sunglasses because I had to maneuver some things. So y'all seen me put these sunglasses in the bag before, but I had to maneuver some things. I got my toothbrush in here, my scarf. I put my jewelry in here, some face care stuff that I could do on a plane. Like this thing is packed and it's still very lightweight. It's very easy to clean. And I got my little neck pillow here. So we're literally ready to go. All right, y'all, catch me on my travel vlog. So I'm going to be vlogging my experience, not my experience because I've traveled before, right? But just I've never done a travel vlog. I lied, that's a lie. Some years ago, about 5-6 years ago, I did a travel vlog to Bali, Singapore, and I think that's the only place. We went to China. And so my nails are done. I blow dried my hair and just braided it in 4 braids because when I get there, I'm going to be getting my hair braided. So we're going to reintroduce our travel vlogs. I'll say that because it's not like I've never done one before. And we'll go from there.